Hello world, Assalamu alaikum. This is Songlap News Now. Chief Advisor for Impact Driven Connects among varsities cooperative learning to make youth skilled. Dhaka, December 19, 2024 BSS. Chief Advisor Professor Mohammad Yunus today proposed building impact driven connects among universities and introducing cooperative learning to make the youth skilled by taking fuller advantages of digital revolution. Let us build and deepen functional, impact-driven connects between our universities and equivalent knowledge institutions, particularly focused on preparing boys and girls into entrepreneurial other than its sake, applied science disciplines, he said. The chief advisor made the remarks while addressing the 11th D8 summit in Egyptian city of Cairo, according to a message received here. He observed that the D8 member states must bring the entrepreneurs and higher learning much closer than what is today, while their aim should be to generate knowledge output that can produce global secure business and industry from leaders of D8 countries, fiercely competitive global marketplace with their niche. If this asks to relook at the D8 trade and investment frameworks afresh, we should do so, transforming the business to impact on people's lives, not just an occupation to be our wealth. They will engage in social business to create a new civilization, he added. The 2006 Nobel Peace Laureate said for years they tried to impact basic education and skills to millions in the D8 countries through conventional in-person institutional architecture. In a 1.2 billion people so often then is increasingly daunting task to reach scale. We tried through distance learning, for instance. We need to think deeper as to how to skill millions of young adults in workplace where right attitude, values, ethics matter as much as hard skills. And then we also confront the challenge to re-skill many millions at different vocational streams on a continuous basis, he said, mentioning that basic AI-based tools and applications are accessible now. Professor Yunus asked the D8 leaders to consider a cooperative learning agenda that can complement their national undertakings. He said the ways the world of work is evolving fast as the world of youth entrepreneurship. The D8 countries have to reinvent learning to make rooms for their boys and girls to become leaders of the economy. In our countries, we have great heritage, wisdom, and accomplishments. We have to see how we can blend and build on those. We are yet to take fuller advantages of the digital revolution that has been with us for years, Professor Yunus said. Now that using AI is here, let us think if we can leapfrog and catch up with the disruptions to the advantage of our entrepreneurial boys and girls. As way forward, I would like to propose the two specific actions for our consideration, he added. Highlighting the significance of the D8 summit, the chief advisor said the D8 leaders have met at a time when the world is witnessing unprecedented challenges, while so many opportunities beckon them as well. He mentioned that the theme of the summit, focusing on youth and the SMEs, aptly resonate with shared aspirations. Each of the D8 countries has sizable youth population while median age in Bangladesh, for instance, is just 27 years. He said around 2.5 million young people enter the labor market every year, Professor Yunus added. In a private sector driven economy, as we endeavor to get them fit for the market or encourage them to emerge as agile entrepreneurs, we see how emergence of technologies is posing challenges and opportunities like never before, he added. The chief advisor said manufacturing landscapes in the countries has millions of workers who generally have low skills, but the manufacturing and service economy of tomorrow is fast transforming, largely riding on artificial intelligence, machine learning, data driven tools, and applications. In Bangladesh, where agriculture is still a critical mainstay for the society and economy, it has been seen that children of the majority of small farmers are little interested to pursue back-breaking, risky and often uncertain farming on field the ways their parents took upon as a matter of tradition, he said. Professor Yunus said traveling to rural Bangladesh, even across Asia, Africa, and our world, he saw how millions of today's youth are fast embracing technology and innovation in everything around, either to turn around long persistent challenges or eke out newer opportunities that thought many thought impossible even a few years before. Often he said the younger folk show uncanny imagination in tracking intractable climatic stress on the field. I particularly underline this as our agriculture and food are changing about securing our economies and creating wealth within our own societies with little outside inputs, he added. About the importance of small and medium enterprises (SME), the chief advisor said this brings into their consideration the millions of SMEs and most of those thrive within the informal economy. They aspire to grow and connect to global supply chain. Most often they lack formal structure, access to institutional finance or support architecture and are unfamiliar with market norms, practices, standards. Yet, I see how amazingly capable and competitive the SMEs are, he said. In the D8 countries, he said collectively, they possess enough of wealth, even in private philanthropy, to stand by this scores of SMEs. With our modest support, we can share a virtuous cycle of good for them and for our people. We need to let money flow to them through de-risking finance, for instance, the Nobel laureate said. He urged the D8 governments to convene candid, result-oriented conversation involving communities of youth startups, business, finance, and see if they can carve out new platform amongst them. Professor Yunus asserted that Bangladesh would be ready to take such an initiative forward and convene a first multi-stakeholders meet in 2025. As we adopt the Cairo Declaration and this summit outcome reflecting our collective aspiration and shared commitment to addressing pressing issues, I may call upon Excellencies to relook at our collective agenda afresh, he concluded. Egypt President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi, the leaders of D8 member states and the D8 Secretary General were present on the occasion. আই ভোট একটি স্পর্শী একটি ভোট সমগ্র জাতির জন্য একটি চূড়ান্ত নির্বাচনী সমাধান আই ভোটের নকশা ও প্রস্তুতকরণ দুটোই হয়েছে সর্বসাধারণ ভোটারদের জন্য যেন সবাই একটি স্পর্শী একটি ভোট দিতে পারেন আই ভোট instant registration of voters instant creation of executive positions instant nomination of candidates, instant vote event management, instant result of the vote event. This is my voice over this news published in the Bangladesh সংবাদ সংস্থা website on December 19, 2024. Thanks for watching. Comment, share and subscribe when you like.